What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to Universal Studios Orlando. Pretty exciting. Obviously, this isn't Disney, but hey, we've got a theme park that has opened up, and I'm excited to get inside and hopefully ride a few things. Obviously, we can't really do any like POV videos, and not that that's really that important because I don't know. I'm just excited to be back in a park, and I'm interested to see how well the masks are going to work for most of the day, because I think that this is the real first test of younger individuals wearing a mask and how well that's actually going to work. So I don't know, but I am super excited. We're going into the Universal side and hopefully going to ride Gringotts. Maybe try and ride the Mummy. I hate riding the Mummy because I hate getting trapped in that room where the fire comes. But man, I'll tell you what, I am super pumped and so excited. Alrighty, so we are getting ready to make our way into Universal Studios Orlando. Again, I am super excited. I know you can't really see a lot of emotion in my face. I feel like Bane. I got to make everything like with the eyes. But yeah, we're walking, getting ready to go check in, get into the gates, and just have a blast. All right, so just got the rundown on basically what is going to be open and what kind of isn't. So it sounds like almost everything is going to be open, which is really nice. And all of the bigger attractions, Men in Black, the coasters, obviously Gringotts, Rip Ride Rocket, all those types of things, the Mummy will have a virtual queue, but it will not actually kick in until the wait is about 15 or 20 minutes. So what that means is that at least for right now, once the park officially opens up to AP holders, because they are letting guests in who are staying at a resort in right now, once all of that opens up, we can actually just go and walk right onto attractions without a virtual queue, which is really cool. So if you don't know, for virtual queue, you actually have to do that all on the app. So it'll kick on and you don't have to be linked with anybody. So basically, Nate's here now. We're kind of just like, you know, walking around. And if we get into a virtual queue, we just put in there like 2 guests, which is really nice because you don't have to worry about like linking and everything. So, whew, it's a little hot. I'm getting a little hot already. Now, you guys have got to look at all of this behind me because there's nobody out here at all, like nobody at all, which is crazy. To be here in Universal, I feel like every time that we're here, it is just like it's bustling, you know, there's people everywhere. And of course, again, limited capacity, annual pass holders haven't actually been let in yet, and it's only resort guests that are inside right now. But you might be like, well, how are you walking around? Nate and I have been, you know, just walking around waiting for them to actually like let us get onto attractions. So, but man, I'm telling you, it is extremely hot in this mask. It is very tough, and I don't even know if I can actually walk around all day with it on because it's already becoming a little bit unbearable. All right, look at this, guys. So right out here in front of this Welcome to Universal is a little stage, and they actually have things set up for guests to space out, so I'm assuming they're going to have some type of little show. Maybe not right today, but at some point it looks like they're going to have one. And there's Nate, he's out walking about. All right, well, the park has now officially opened up, and so we're kind of making our way back towards Harry Potter. The huge long line up here. I'm not sure what it's for. It looks kind of like it's for the Hogwarts Express. So maybe we can get across, I don't know, but basically we were gonna go over to ET, but they weren't allowing anybody to go in that way. They closed the park, making us have to go the whole way out and around. So yeah, so it looks like you can take the Hogwarts Express over to Islands of Adventure, and I think that all of these people are probably resort guests that they were here earlier. They may also be AP holders as well, because it's an AB preview, but that's interesting. I didn't think that they would actually have it open for park hopping because I'm trying to control the crowd levels, but it looks like you can. All right, so it looks like a lot of people are heading over to Islands of Adventure. They're going to try and jump on Hagrid's. We are going to move into Diagon Alley. This is where I really wanted to come in and check it out because this, to me, this is Universal for me, is Harry Potter, and I love experiencing Harry Potter. And so here we go. Oh, this is awesome. I love it. What's really great too is that we're here early enough so it's not super crowded, it's not super busy. You can actually walk down here and just be able to experience and see Diagon Alley. Oh, this is wonderful. This is so nice. This is really, really great. Oh, I'm so excited too, because this is great. It's great. And of course, Escape from Gringotts should be open. Now, I do have to put my bag into a locker, and hopefully we're not doing a virtual queue yet because it's just so early in the morning, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. And check this out. We've got the wands. It's open. All of Manders is open. You can see they've got some lines up to direct you onto where to stand. And it looks like maybe Diagon Alley is not, or Escape from Gringotts, sorry, is not actually open yet. They may be waiting for another like 2 minutes or so for the official 9 o'clock opening. But we do have some people, they're waiting, patiently waiting. Oh, I'm so pumped. Since we're here, we're in Diagon Alley. The only great way to celebrate being here right now is to get a butterbeer from inside of the butterbeer shop. All right, well, we've got some butterbeer to celebrate, and we're gonna try and like tuck off to the side here and take our mask off and drink it. Get a little breather. All right, so just finished drinking. If you guys don't know, anytime that you guys get a drink or get food, it's not like at a sit-down place. The team members were telling us that you can just stand off to the side, social distance, or find a bench, and just make sure that if you take your mask off, that you are social distancing while you're eating. Now, when we leave here, we're gonna walk over and show you guys the rest/relaxation area. It's over in Central Park. And basically over there, you don't have to have food or drink. You can just sit down and take your mask off and breathe, which I think is really important because it's super hot. Of course, I've already said that. So, yeah. Jackie's here too, if you can't see her. Nate's back there, if you didn't see that either. So something really important that Nate just went and found out for everybody is that when you're going into some of these restaurants, for example, he went into Leaky Cauldron, he got himself a beer, the Breakfast of Champions, and basically they've got like a self-service kiosk where you can go up and just order something if you're getting it to go. But if you're actually going in to sit down, you can sit down at the table, you will order your food on the mobile app, and then there will actually be a team member who will bring all of your food out to you. So really eliminating the interaction up at the counters, also meaning that you're gonna have to pay through the app using your debit card or credit card or something like that. So pretty cool how they're trying to really figure out how to social distance. And of course inside, they are spacing tables apart and limiting where people can sit. So they're doing a great job so far.
Have fun.
All right, so this is basically the first area where we have got a little area where you can just hang out and rest. So this is pretty nice. So we're actually inside of here, and since we're inside of this rest area, I can actually take my mask off, breathe, and just kind of relax a little bit, which is nice. And it is a pretty large space. So they've made it so that a lot of people can come in here and relax and unwind. It is kind of in like more of a shaded area in case it does start raining. I guess you might be able to find a little bit of cover. But I think the other thing that's really nice is just that it's an area that is being provided for you to just be able to stop and relax. And I don't know that we're going to see that over at Disney. Maybe we will. But think of it as like a smoking area, but not for smokers. It's just for you to come in, relax, take your mask off, and sit down. Now you do have to like kind of stay in one area. You can't really be walking around like I am, but there's nobody in here right now. So yeah, we're going through Simpsons Land. And look at this, there's like nobody here. It's crazy. This feels like we have purchased tickets for some special limited thing. And obviously that's not the case. But I would be really interested to see what this is all going to look like on Friday when they officially open up to the public. And it's not just annual pass holders and just their resort hotel guests. It's everybody. I'm a little like on the fence on whether or not I want to come because I don't know, are we going to see that major huge crowd? You know, the anxiety of like needing to get here early to make sure that you get into the park. With that being said, it's already now about 9:30 and it looks like pretty much all the virtual queues are gone. So we can't really get on anything. which is also kind of really disappointing. There are some smaller attractions that are not using virtual queues. They're just doing standby, and we can still do those. Like, we're going to go ride ET, but if all the virtual queues are already gone, that means it's very limited on what you can actually do when you come in here. Good, how are you?
I'm awesome. So you guys can more than welcome to take a seat right over here. Just take off your mask, get some rest, drink your beer, and just, you know.
Am I dying?
As
Awesome.
long as you're 6 feet apart from every other guest, you're good. So just
How do I look?
Okay,
Like I'm dying?
perfect. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you.
No, you look like you're doing fine. I feel like I'm dying.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's pretty hot. It's a little tough to wear the mask, but I mean, hey, we're glad to just be back in the park, you know. So it's really nice. Yes, thank you very much. Welcome back for you too. Yeah, so this is another area where we can just come in and hang out, which is really nice. You get a nice overlook of the water, which is cool. And again, all the team members are like just over the top right now. Much better guest experience that I have had, team member experience for guests, whatever I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Experience with them than I've had in the past. And that's really, really nice. And I think it makes a huge difference. So yeah, I don't know why I still have this on. I don't have to have it on because we're in this area stopping, taking a breath, and relaxing. So we're gonna go ride ET. I don't know what we're gonna do after that. Oh my gosh, here we go. ET Phone Home. So first attraction today here at Universal is one that is an original, ET. This will be the third time that I've ridden this attraction since I've started coming here. And I always like to just come up with a fake name. So I don't know what I'm going to give them. Oh, thank you. That's cool.
They're getting away. Unit 3, cut them off.
Oh, conversation.
Into the road.
Chilling. Oh, first ride. ET Phone Home. It was great. You know, it's too bad that they aren't doing the names because I couldn't give them a fake one, but ET still worked. I missed it at the end. Right as we were going by, he flicked on and, you know, said goodbye. So we're gonna go see if we can get on Green Guts now. So something else to note is that the Animal Actor Show, which is a show with like stadium-like seating, they are still doing that. So I'm not sure how they're gonna self-distance because it doesn't start till 11:45 and it's about 10:30. We're gonna see if we can get on Hagrid's. And so kind of crazy, you know, Disney said they weren't gonna be doing anything that forms a crowd. Universal's doing it. They are doing it. And they're still being able to social distance people at these events. So pretty cool. Back in Diagon Alley, and we're gonna try and use a virtual queue to get onto Green Guts. Now our time has expired. It was good till 10:20 and it's now about 10:40. Hopefully they'll let us get on, but if they don't, you know, is what it is, and we can always come back another day and try to ride it again. All right, so we have now made it into the queue line. We're gonna ride Green Guts. We've made it through with virtual queue. We've put all of our stuff into lockers, and it's pretty spaced out, and I think that they've got a lot of queue space opened up in case they need to bring a lot of people in. But as of right now, look at this. We've got a whole, this like whole space is like wide open.
Make your way to a security box where your Green Guts identification photo will be taken. Then, go directly to box and
Climbing,
Oh,
surfing
man.
and diving.
So
Even some in the magical community.
check this out.
Ride a bit challenging.
The elevators are actually not working. So we're actually gonna go right into the elevator and go right out the other side. Elevator. All right, so another thing to think about right now is that as you have a bag, so we're for Green Guts, we actually have to wait in another queue line to get even into where the lockers are at to even get our bags. And it hasn't been super long, but it's probably been, it's been about 4 or 5 minutes now. So it's kind of long. And it's a little frustrating, to be totally completely honest with you, because if you have somebody out there that's waiting for you or whatever, or you're trying to go do something else, if you happen to have another virtual queue for something, now you may miss your queue because you might miss your queue because you're stuck waiting. So we were going to go into Finnegan's and see if we get a drink. Unfortunately, it is by standby basically only. And so what you have to do is you kind of go up to the podium. They'll take your name if you want to wait for it. But it's about 11:15 right now, and the earliest we get in just to get drinks, so that's beer and alcohol, or beer and liquor, was not till like 1:30, 1:45. So quite a long wait, and the bar area is closed, so it's just, you can only sit down at a table. And they did have other things for like lunch or dinner that you could go in and actually sit down and eat, but again, like you're looking at maybe 2, 3 o'clock. So kind of strange how they're trying to do not really strange, but it's different. But they're trying to, maintain the distance and things like that. Bye. Have fun at Islands.
Josh is separating from us.
So hanging out in front of the stage area, and you can see people are kind of just relaxing in the turf grass with their masks off. Everybody's social distance, so it's really not a big deal. But it's getting really, really, really warm. All right, so I'm going into the store to see what kind of merch that we've got. They've got some old, cool stuff. Go ahead. Some vintage looking like stuff. We're gonna see if they've got any masks. I definitely need to get a hat. That's what I really want. I really want a hat because I don't have a hat to wear for when we come over here to Universal. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that because it's only $8. All right, guys. Well, that is gonna do it for me here today at Universal. Pretty cool. So a couple of things that I want to mention and give like a little bit of a takeaway here. Number one is I think that you're gonna have to really, really slow down while you're here. To that, whenever you come in, you can purchase a Universal Orlando mask. They have this one, which is for APs. They also have a regular one that's black and white. And then they have another one that is Love is Universal. And it's like the rainbow colors. So you can buy masks. This is actually pretty comfortable. I actually really like this. I wish I would have got it earlier. But, another takeaway, though, is that it's hot, and you got to take your time in, and this is not going to be something where if you're coming back in the parks that you're rushing around to get from attraction to attraction, because it is really hard to breathe and it's getting really hot. So keep that in mind, that is something that might cause a problem for you. At the same time, lines are going to be difficult to get into. Virtual queues went almost I think probably within about a half hour of the park being open, most of the virtual queues were totally gone. I know Hagrid's was gone almost immediately. And how that's working is it's just like Rise of the Resistance. You have to close out of the app right at 9 o'clock when the park's open it back up, sign back in, and then try to get your virtual queues. So we were trying to get more than one, and we couldn't do it. So I don't know if it only allows you to hold one at a time, but we could only have one. So you may be able to get more than one, but we could only get one at the time. Yeah, I didn't go over to Islands. Jackie and Nate we're going over to Islands, so make sure you guys go check them out. I'm sure you will. They're checking out the Raptor Encounter. It's new. They're checking out the coaster. I'm super hot, and it's tough. It's really, really rough, and I want people to know that it's not going to be the same experience that you're used to, because it's really hot out here. Especially it's summertime now, and it's getting to be a lot. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know that we're going to be back on Friday. That's the public opening. I think it's going to be just too crazy with the crowds. We may just skip it and wait and come back later on. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you do, please give us a big thumbs up. That we appreciate that. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified every time that we upload another video. And we'll see you all in the next one.